Good afternoon, YouTube family. South Texas Prepper here. So today's Tuesday, September the 20th, 2022. Guys, wanted to talk about a couple of things today. Um, Now, we're talking about these incoming or the ongoing food shortages, the um, the inflation. There's a lot of supply chain issues. At least that's what they're saying. Um, Now, maybe in the past month, I've noticed that our grocery stores are less stocked, but they're still stocked. Um, so the dots that I wanted to connect today for y'all was was two things. We're going through the whole world really is going through an economic collapse, at least for the people. The people that run this world, the the so-called ruling class, the bankers, the CEOs, they're not gonna they're not feeling it. Um, if there is some big institution, they're gonna get bailed out, or they have insider information that will protect them from a stock market collapse or anything like that. This economic collapse or this economic turmoil is worldwide, and the reason that it's worldwide is because most of the governments of the whole world got into the debt-based monetary system. Now, I know here in the United States, in America, where I live, we, especially if you're awake, we complain and we talk about how the politicians have eroded our money, or our, quote unquote money. Inflation is very high. Um, but the fact of the matter is that we're, at least here in America, um, in a way of, in a manner of speaking, we're kind of fortunate that this is where we are. And the reason I say that is because we do have the world reserve currency. Now, of course, we all know the the adverse effects of money printing, right? It's there's so much money on the screen. There's a big amount of money, on record, quote unquote, but there's only so much actual cash that's there, that's available. And honestly, like the whole planet, if you were to put a monetary value on the planet, I forgot where I read this. The entire planet is worth something like $55 trillion, something like that. I'm talking about the whole. If you could put a price on every asset that's in the world, planet Earth would or a flat Earth. You know what I mean? Just kidding, guys. Would be worth 55 trillion. But you know that because of derivatives and all these shenanigans that they've played, all these other financial instruments, I've read, I've heard, it might have come down, but I've heard that there's over 2.2 quadrillion dollars in derivatives total. Now, going back to about the food here in America, or really any country in the West, basically, um, and in particular here in America, there's gonna come a day when, they say that the dollar's gonna collapse and we're not gonna be able to buy anything, um, because of all the money printing, and there's gonna be hyperinflation, whatever. But as of right now, guys, this is a prepper channel. But for right now, we're very fortunate that we can buy a lot of stuff. We've basically sent sent the inflation overseas. You know what I'm saying? And we're buying cheap stuff. That's basically what we did. We're selling the dollar, and a lot of nations want the dollar, especially like emerging markets and all that. They want our money. So here in America, because of us having the world reserve currency, we've been able to accumulate a lot of things, uh, vehicles, all kinds of assets because of that. It made America, very, wealthy, right? Even if those things were not of no particular use or very important, but still we were able to get them. And even now, guys, even right now, we can go and buy up a lot of things. It's more expensive, yes, but we can still go out and buy things. Especially in the way I look at it, in my case, prepare with food, uh, alternate sources of energy like generators, whatever, gasoline, propane stoves, whatever. We can buy all these things that'll help us in case things go bad. That'll help us survive. Heaters for the winter, um, maybe window air conditioners in the summer. You have a generator, you can stay cool. Things like that. We can still buy a lot of things. We can still buy cars. Again, I know the price has gone up, but we're still able to do that because of mainly because of our status of having the world reserve currency. And I understand other countries are starting to get away from that, from using the dollar, but as of right now we're still able to do it. We're still able to buy things. So just keep that in mind, guys. Even with everything going on, we're very fortunate to be where we're at. And I'm not talking about the moral aspects of what our government has done, or the military and foreign lands. I'm just talking about strictly our monetary system and what can we do with our money, what kinds of things we can do. So we're able to do because of that system, and so that's what I'm talking about right now. um, so regardless of what's happening around the world, a lot of those things are out of our control, guys. Most things are out of our control. Whatever is whatever that we can control, let's grab a hold of it, and 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 do what we got to do. That's the way I look at it. I'm yes, I don't like the things that our government has done in our name, in other countries, wars and wars and arms deals and all these things, getting into other people's business. But us, what we can do, what the tools that we have to survive for our family, and to be able to get through this turmoil that's gonna get worse, that we're gonna get through. We need to take advantage of those things, and be ready. So that's what I really wanted to talk about. Another thing, guys, I'm sure many of y'all are aware of that there's these, like, um, and I've seen they're all over the United States, but like the Nextdoor app, that's a very good place to, excuse me, that's a very good place to connect with other people, and really look at how other people are thinking, connect with like-minded people. uh, you'd be surprised, guys. A lot of people are awake. A lot of people are kind of like preppers, but they just don't call themselves that, or say that they are. But a lot of people are aware of what's going on. They might not describe it the way you do. They might not, articulate it in that way, or understand it in quite the way that any of us, that I might do, or the way you might look at it. But they know something's wrong. They know that there's the system is corrupt, things like that. And so, if just keep an eye on your Nextdoor app. That's what it's called. And there's a lot of people that post on there. They post different things, and a lot of people, you can tell they're looking for maybe other like-minded people, at least, maybe a sense of community. They're trying to reach out. Now I understand also that there's operational security, there's OPSEC. We gotta be careful. There might be agents out there. So, just you know just keep an eye out, guys. Okay. Thanks for being here, guys. This is my backup channel, South Texas Prepper 2. Thank you for being here. Y'all take care of each other and love each other out there, because that's what we're here for. God bless.